Right, we're at Calligraphy Greenway. It's a public holiday and there's street performers, as you can see, and he's spinning they're like a cone. I can't remember what you call them. They're calling them yo-yos here, but not what we would call a yo-yo. Well, this guy's pretty good. In fact, I'd say he's
Hi everybody. So today I'm going to be talking about the transition into life in Taiwan. What it's been like so far. We've been here a week and it's been a huge experience. It really has. I've enjoyed every moment of it. I think, you know, obviously starting at the very beginning, just arriving here, it was, you know, we arrived at the airport, you know, going through customs and immigration was really easy. There was no issues at all. You know, they were very cool about passports and how long we were staying and what our intentions were about finding work. They were, yeah, very relaxed about it. So that all went very well indeed. I think in general we found that the people we've interacted with have been super helpful. You know, you couldn't wish for a nicer culture to be. You know, they've been very helpful, even when it's sort of down to, you know, maybe not understanding you, helping you with Google Translate, helping you with different menus, etc., so that you can, you know, at least enjoy different meals. What else? I think, as you may know, we were staying in a hotel for the first 2 weeks, which was, I guess, was a little unsettling, and you know, we're still in that process at the moment, but we have started looking for an apartment, and I think that will be a good stepping stone for us, because then we find that we have somewhere that we can stay, somewhere that we call sort of home. You have a stable base, a foundation to start working from. I think our plans for the next few weeks involve things like starting to look for some work. I would like to do some teaching, especially with adults. Business English, something along those lines is what I would really like to do. Maradona, I think, will do some teaching, most probably with younger children and maybe children with learning difficulties, etc., which is what she's very passionate about. We've seen a lot of vacancies. Now, obviously, COVID has sort of moved on from here. The borders have opened back up. There were a lot of English teachers here previously who've now left. So I think there are some good opportunities out there. We just need to be in the right place at the right time. You know, obviously along with that work then comes applying for your ARC, which is your Alien Residence Card. Now your ARC will eventually entitle you to work as well, but you kind of do that in conjunction with an employer. So we've still got that to go through, still got that to look into, and I'm sure we'll end up sharing a lot more details about that, you know, in the coming weeks as we progress on. Like I say, looking for an apartment, that's going to be the next big thing. That seems to be very different certainly to the US and my sort of experience in the UK. So there's one website in particular called 591, which seems to list just about every single apartment. and then there's a good few agents that work from there. I've started working with a guy called Frank Chen, and I'll put some details for him below in the link. And he's going to start helping us to find a place. I think at the moment, what we're looking for, we're trying to decide on the area that we want to go to. Taichung itself, is it's the second largest city in Taiwan, so it is a big city. It's most probably 20 kilometers from end to end. If you take the sort of, the proper metropolitan place itself from the very top down to the bottom, down into Ufong and Nantou County. So those are mostly the furthest areas out, and then Xi'an on the other side towards the port. So it's a large area. We would like to be somewhere sort of lower central, so that sort of comes maybe the Dali district or Wufeng itself, which is sort of right towards the bottom of the area. And then obviously having a look around and trying to decide what it is that we want. I think we've got a pretty good idea. We really would like to find something with 2 bedrooms, a kitchen, obviously sort of bathroom, laundry area, preferably a balcony. But we have to see. And somewhere higher up, most probably at least 5th floor or more, and with an elevator. So I think we've got quite a sort of fixed idea of what it is we're looking for, and we just need to make sure that we can get all of those sort of specifications filled in. I think Frank seems very hopeful that we should be able to do that, and certainly do that within our budget. So that's the apartment side of things, and then other than that, it's really been down to sort of getting used to the lifestyle. And it's quite interesting when you see sort of the cost of food. Obviously last week we spoke about food a lot, and this week, now that we're trying to sort of settle ourselves into a more realistic lifestyle, eating out is still very much the norm, not only for us but also for a lot of Taiwanese as well. They don't think anything more than sort of picking up takeout from a local restaurant, bring it home, and then they'll have their meal at home. But I think you've got to be very careful of using the word takeout. The quality of the food, as I've said before, is very high. We're not talking sort of burgers and fast food. You're talking noodles. You're talking sort of, big hearty soups. All different kinds of things. Rices, vegetables, all these things. You can have cooked for you, cooked in a broth, and then they'll basically give you a bowl that's most probably about this wide and maybe that high. And I've yet to finish one. I normally sort of keep some of it and heat it up for breakfast if we don't go out. But that side of things has been very interesting. To now consider, a couple of places that we looked at where we looked online, and you see that they've got just 2 burners and no oven and a microwave, and you think you can't possibly live with that. And yes, you have to change your mindset, you have to change the way that you're going to approach eating and what you're going to eat, because you can do it. You only need 2 burners. We would be able to get away with that, I would think, quite easily. And then I think because we've been in the Caribbean for such a long time, the mentality of having several of whatever it is you want in the fridge or the freezer, there is just no need here. From where we are now, there is There's a 7-Eleven on one corner, a Family Mart on another corner, and a PX Mart just down the road. So a PX Mart is like it's a supermarket, a local supermarket. And you know, nothing runs out. Everything is fresh. Everything comes in every day. So you can literally shop for your meal tonight and tomorrow, knowing that you can go back to the shop, which is a 5-minute walk, again tomorrow, and go and pick up a new batch of whatever it is that you wanted to do or cook or make or whatever. So I think that's going to be interesting for us. I'd like to do some video about supermarkets and show you around some of the supermarkets. We discovered another market called Nashing Market, which we went to on Sunday afternoon, and again, it was an incredible amount of sort of food and veg and clothes and takeaway food and snacks that you can kind of walk around and eat at the time. But I'll put that at the end of this and show you some of the other stuff we've looked at. All right, well, thank you very much for watching, and as normal, you know what I'm going to say to you, don't forget, hit the subscribe button, hit the like and the notification button, and you'll know every time a new video comes along. If you have any questions, please put them in the comments. It helps with the algorithm, and I love to answer all the comments and questions that come along. Thank you to everybody who's written emails and sent us notes. The list is long, and next week I will be doing a list of people to say thank you for everything you've done for us. All right, so that's it for now. Take care. Bye-bye.